Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, another delay for the Wendy Williams show. What is going on with Wendy and her new season? Then, he wants how much? The real reason Bobby Flay is walking away from the Food Network. And what's better than pasta? Well, very few things. But how about pasta delivered to your door? Meet the local woman who's bringing penne to your place. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Wayzata. Good morning, Chanhassen. Good morning, Shoreline, Washington. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and Goodyear Tires Employee of the Month, Kendall Mark.
Hi.
The music died out quickly. The party's over.
No. I'm actually going in to get my tires rotated today.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I know.
I didn't know that, and now look at that. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Are you really? Because let me just call her out for a second.
Okay.
Somebody in the studio has been sassy. Sassy. Did somebody step on your toe? Are you in a better mood now, or?
Excuse me, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and I just can't help it. Some days you just wake up on the wrong side of the bed.
Okay, I just want you to be happy.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, I want you. Are you happy now?
I am happy for the next 59 minutes because you pay me to be.
Perfect, yeah. And let's be clear, I don't pay you. Our president, Marion Mim Davy Kessler Colby Carrington, pays you. That's right.
True.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I think I just am tired today.
It's all right. We all get in those moods.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm never in a bad mood, but I mean, I know that other people can get in bad moods. I am always delightful to deal with.
With a capital D.
Always.
Delightful.
Always delightful. We had a conversation. Now, we do the Jason Show before the show on Facebook Live. So go to the show Facebook page. We do it around 9:15. We were having a debate, and I want to hear from you. So go on the Twitters or the Facebook. Are you looking for a bug? Is there something down there?
I was coming apart and I was fixing it and you got me.
Okay. Oh, no. The reason I'm asking, I had a giant spider the size of photographer Eric in my radio studio today, and I screamed on air. I'm not joking. It was, Leo, come back to me. It was that big. It was as big as that mug had, however many legs a spider has. And I tried to kill it with my shoe. And then I didn't kill it, and it ran away, and now I don't know where it is. It could be in creative services. It could be up in Kim Jong-un's office. It escaped, yes?
So it was as big as your mug,
yeah.
And you still couldn't aim close enough to hit it.
Hashtag indoorsy kid. I don't know. Anyway, but we were having a debate.
Yes.
Because there's an employee here. I don't want to embarrass him, so I'll change his name. Sammy, in creative services. Sammy backs into a parking spot. Do you guys do this? He backs into the parking spot. And I see people do this all the time. I don't get it because to me, it is unnecessary work on the front end of your adventure with very little benefit on the back end. No pun intended. Do you back into parking spots?
I do when necessary. So,
when necessary, what do you mean?
So, for example, if the spot is kind of tight and it might be kind of hard to get out of, I will back in so that it is easier to get out because I have more faith in myself to back in than I do to back out.
What? Okay, I think I understand what you said.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's very rare.
I don't think it's easier, and I don't think to me, it's harder to back in if it's a tight parking space.
Right.
These are the little things we as humans have to deal with.
Yes.
To me, it's easier if it's tight to just pull in forward. Every day we watch Sammy in his fancy Sammy car, and again, I am changing his name. He maneuvers into the space backwards.
Every day, around 9:05.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's worth it.
I would say 95% of the time too, it's men. I mean, when you see people doing that, so
yeah,
it's kind of
I think you're right.
Which is just another observation.
Yeah. I see a lot of big, brawny men in trucks do it. And that, to me, like maneuvering a truck backwards, I can't do it. I can't drive a truck forward.
Yeah.
Let alone, moving a Optimus Prime backwards. I don't know. Let us know what you do. Let's get started, everybody. Roll it, Leo. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. The Wendy Williams Show will return for new episodes next week. Maybe. But we'll do so without Wendy. Here's the deal. The show season premiere has been pushed back, I think 3 times I counted earlier this morning, due to Wendy's health issues. And finally, Wendy's production company has decided to forge ahead without her. In a statement, they put this on Instagram. The show said Wendy remains under medical supervision. Wendy has a bunch of health issues, as I'm sure if you watch the show you know, including Graves' disease, a thyroid condition, and last year she checked into rehab. It's unclear when she may return, but the show says they're going to fill with guest hosts in the interim. Here's the deal, a little inside baseball as far as why this is news, other than, hi, let's lead with the fact that Wendy's health. Let's make sure she's okay. Putting that aside for a second, the reason this is news, and to explain why the stations and the production company could be frustrated, is this. Shows like Wendy Williams, shows like Kelly Clarkson, The Oprah Winfrey Show, whatever, they all have contracts to produce a certain amount of episodes for the stations every year. For instance, like Howard Stern, I think, has to do 185 episodes a year per season. Seasons run September through May. We are getting to the middle of October, and they haven't started their season. I'm sure the production company is like, Tika-taka, we want you to be healthy, but we have a contract. We have to produce a certain amount of episodes. That is what I think is going on behind the scenes.
I wonder who they'll have, because I feel like a lot of the people she's had guest hosts in the past either are now on shows full time or have their own show. Like I'm thinking Nick Cannon, Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there will come a point, and I hope I'm wrong on this one because I want her to be well. I think there's going to come a point where Wendy's health, she will just have to leave the show. You know what I mean? Her health will just be the riding force behind her leaving. I hope we have Wendy for many more years, but I have a bad feeling. I just have a bad feeling that this might be the last season. I hope I'm wrong. Next on the dish, the trailer for the Home Alone reboot that nobody asked for dropped yesterday, and it's got a whole new look and a whole new accent. Take a look.
'Twas the night before Christmas vacation, and the fun was in full swing.
You have split our family onto 2 separate flights.
Mom!
Max, please!
The family left for their big vacation,
Is that everyone? The cars are leaving now!
but forgot one little thing.
Mom? Dad? Uncle Blake? They don't even know I'm here. They don't even know I'm here. My mum and dad have gone to Tokyo. I'm totally on my own.
You do realise that my 10-year-old son is at home by himself. You just assumed Max was on the other flight.
We didn't take a census.
Okay, that's really all you need. That's all you need to see. The film stars Archie Yates as a young Max. Ellie Kemper and Rob Delaney are the burglars this time. And if you want to watch it, it's going to be on the Disney Plus next month. Nobody asked for this. Why? Remember what I said about reboots a couple days ago? If you're going to do a reboot, there better be a good reason. There's absolutely zero reason to reboot Home Alone. It doesn't look like they're doing anything new. It looks like basically a step-by-step recreation of the John Hughes movie, which is perfect. And then, I mean, the only difference is you threw in some British people. Nothing against the British. I dated a British person one time.
You think, though?
Actually, he wasn't British. He said he was British, and then 4 months later, I found out that he wasn't British. But that's a whole other story. Go ahead and Google me, and you'll find it. But anyway, I love the people of the UK, but nobody wants this.
Nobody needs it.
Nobody needs it, Kendall.
No, I feel like one of the best parts about Home Alone 2 is that nowadays, at least, is the 90s, like, it just has all the good 90s feels to it, too.
You're right. That's it, Kendall. You nailed it. The 90s is hot right now.
Right.
The 90s, we just told you about the reboot of, or the continuation of That 70s Show. Yes. There's going to be a That 90s Show. Everything 90s is hot.
So hot.
Yeah. including inflatable furniture. Remember that in the late 90s?
Oh gosh, I wanted one of those chairs so bad.
No, you didn't. They popped.
They did?
Easily.
Really?
Believe me. Believe me. Next in the dish. Drama over at the Food Network. We now know why Bobby Flay decided to fly the coop after 27 years of the network. Apparently, the super chef was seeking a super contract worth more than Guy Fieri's contract. How much was Guy's contract? $80 million. So Bobby was like, yo, I want $100 million. In the end, he and the Food Network couldn't reach a deal because they were so far apart. I wonder why. He wanted $100 million. And I did a sort of deep dive into this. Guy Fieri has more shows on the air with, I think, higher ratings. Sorry, I mean, it's show business, you know?
Yeah, I think, well, and I think he also said when they were like, why wouldn't you go back? He was like, it's just business. Well, it's junky business if you can't.
I mean, like right now, I'm currently texting Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, well,
I would like $100 million. I'm not going to get it.
Sure.
I'm just typing, Bobby Flay got I said, Guy Fieri got $80 million. What are you going to give me? We're going to see what she says. But no, I'm making a joke, but I'm not. It's the value. You're a corporate entity. When you get to the level of Bobby Flay and Guy Fieri, for these you are a corporate entity. And what are you bringing? What are you bringing?
Right.
Guy is bringing more. So if I'm the Food Network and I'm looking at a return of value, return of expense, I'm sorry, I'm going to let you go, Bobby Flay. Guy's where it's at. Yeah, anyway.
Did she say anything yet?
No. We'll be right back, everybody, back after these words. We're not done with the hot dish. Coming up next, Candace Cameron Bure is opening up about her time at The View, and it sounds like it wasn't a great view. Then, we know Netflix can do docuseries and, well, Squid Games, but how about horror movies? A review of There's Someone in Your House. And a local woman is turning her love of linguine into a profitable biz. You'll meet her just ahead.
So, you know, he invited me for dinner. This guy. I don't really know him that well. I don't know why he would invite me. Because leaving my house requires talking and listening, you know. Listening, not my forte. Honestly, I could have conversations with people for like a half an hour, and they could be telling me their wife just died, and I won't even know it. I'm kind of nodding along. I have no idea what they're talking about. And occasionally I'll throw in, no kidding. Really, you know.
You're a giver is what you are. You're not a taker.
But anyway, I show up at his house, and there's nobody's home.
So I get a text, and do we have that? Can we put that up on screen? This is really a text. You wrote, I'm outside, can't get in, Larry. And I wrote, it's next Monday. I am at a funeral. Sorry, pal. And your response to me being at a funeral is holy ha ha ha.
Well, I mean, very Larry David. Larry David with Jimmy last night. The new season of Curb, by the way, hits HBO Max on October 24th. May I make a blanket statement?
Please.
Speaking of that debuting, remember like a month ago we were all complaining that there was nothing, that Netflix hasn't released anything new in like 4 months. Now everything is out. And now I sound like Larry David. Now I'm irritated about that. There's too much to watch.
I can tell you what to skip.
What?
Midnight Mass. Skip it.
Oh, really? That's on my list.
No, girl, there is so much talking. All they do is talk and talk.
Is it scary?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll mark that one off because that's on my list.
Seriously, mark it off.
Next in the dish, it was night 2 of Disney Week on Dancing with the Semi-Stars. And while no one was sent home on Monday night, because, you know, it's Disney, 2 stars were sent home last night. Before we give you a recap, here's our federally mandated spoiler alert. There we go. One of the stars we didn't talk about yesterday, who really shined the last 2 nights, was Melora Hardin from The Office. She and Artem danced to the movie Tangled. I love this movie. Let's look at this.
Mother knows best. Listen to your mother. It's a scary world out there. Mother knows best. One way or another, something will go wrong, I swear. Ruffians, thugs, poison ivy, quicksand, cannibals and snakes. The plague, yes. Also large bugs, men with pointy teeth, and stop no more. You'll just upset me. Mother's right.
Okay, the pair received the first 10 of the season. Their combined score from Monday and Tuesday was the highest on the show. That's a little bit of a surprise. I would have thought that would have gone to
Like JoJo.
JoJo or Alan Burstyn, his partner. What's her name?
I'm
Lane.
having such a brain fart too. The blonde.
Amanda Kloot.
Thank you, Amanda Kloot.
Amanda Kloot.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ted. Former Rockette.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. But as we said, 2 couples went home. That was the BAG, Brian Austin Green and Sharna, were the lowest scoring team and eliminated without fanfare. And then it came. Thank you, Ted. I love that Ted wrote that. They basically just like, peace out. And then it came down to Kenya Moore from Real Housewives of Atlanta and former Bachelor Matt James. And head judge Lynn had to issue the deciding vote. And that was, he saved Kenya. And in the most dramatic fashion, she fell all the way to the floor. Right there, falling all the way to the floor. Okay.
She's stuck.
Gone with the Wind Fabulous. Gone with the Wind Fabulous. That's a reference from Atlanta. Okay, you ready? It's our favorite short-term segment. You ready?
Yeah.
Eric, you ready over there?
Uh-huh.
It's now time to play our favorite game. Say it with me. What was
Tyra
Tyra wearing
wearing?
to rack focus back to her? Okay.
Oh. She kind of looks like a witch.
Okay, what is that? Now, Ted is telling me that this was one of like 18 outfits.
Oh. You know what
8.
she looks like? Sarah Jessica Parker in the
Hocus Pocus. I think that's what she's trying to look like.
Oh,
but anyway, again, when you are changing your outfits 15 times during a show, you can't tell me that you're not trying to bring the attention back to you.
You should do that.
Change the outfit?
Yeah.
I can barely get this on most days in time. And believe me, I get enough attention. I would rather have the attention on you because you're beautiful.
I'll change my outfit every segment. That'd be
great.
Terrifying.
That'll be 10 emails per show of people going, oh, Kendall, I just don't like that outfit.
I just don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah.
Doesn't flatter.
Next in the dish, Shark Tank star and founder of FUBU, Daymond John, was on with Kelly Clarkson yesterday, and she asked him if he thought Shark Tank would be successful. And his answer was a little surprising. Look at this.
Well, be honest, when you first heard, I always ask people, I've been a part of, reality shows. When you first heard about Shark Tank, did you think it would do as well as it has done?
No, absolutely. I said, it will never work. Why do people want to just see us all argue and do what we do every day? And then I said, the only reason I'm going to do the show is if Mark Burnett, the producer, will listen to my 3 smoking hot TV ideas that are going to change the world.
Okay.
So I went to breakfast with him.
Okay.
He knocked down all the ideas before the oranges came. And then I said, I'll do the show.
Oh my God, I love it.
That's it.
And that is Hollywood.
That's how.
By the way, he's been on Shark Tank all 13 seasons. Have you watched Kelly lately?
No.
Okay, shortest segment ever.
But I mean, is there something like that she's doing?
Just asking. No, because I always say it takes
Yeah.
shows years to get their groove.
Right.
I love Kelly. I need to go back and rewatch now that she's in season 2. She's probably found the groove of the show. I want to go back. Do you guys like her still? I don't know.
I think people like her. And I mean, on Shark Tank, for example, I know that they thought maybe people wouldn't like it, but when you think about it, so many people have awesome ideas and they don't know how to go to the next step. Like, here's my invention and I don't know what to do. It's brilliant. It gives people a platform.
Yeah, I love the show. I mean, I think it is because you can have the best idea of, you can have like a condiment, but how do you get that condiment?
Right.
The average person doesn't know how to get it to a distributor. How to this, I just took part in a pitching slam a couple weeks ago, pitching something. It's fascinating. It was like a mini Shark Tank, but it's Minnesota, so it was like walleye tank. Everyone was really nice, but I mean, it's fascinating. So, actually, one of the products, I got to bring it in. It's the best thing ever it's a condiment.
Yeah?
I'm going to bring it in. It's the best thing ever, and I learned about it at that slam event.
Is it ranch?
Next in the dish, poor Candace Cameron Bure. she's opening up about her very short time on The View. She was a co-host on the show for 2 seasons and was often the lone conservative voice on the panel. And she said she has PTSD from being on the show and would often cry before the show and felt all sorts of anxiety and stress. She constantly worried that the other women would come at her for her views. Look, I'm poking fun at her because it's just very dramatic to be like, okay, you have PTSD from a show. However, you know how I feel about this. I do think it's unfair.
Yes.
I'll say it for the 800th time. You're a television show called The View, and you only have one person on there with conservative viewpoints. Doesn't make any sense to me. And you have 3 or 4 other strong personalities on the other side coming at you. That's not fair. Also, with Candace Cameron Bure, it is easy sometimes. It is easy sometimes to roll your eyes at her, but she was kind of sold a bill of goods. When she started The View, when she came onto The View wasn't as political as it is now. Remember when The View first started, it was like hot topics like Britney and how do you make sourdough and, you know, are bell bottoms back. The View only became political, real political, after Barbara left, after the horrible Jenny McCarthy season. Ugh. Anyway, so Candace was sold kind of a bill of goods, and she wasn't prepared for, nor did she want to talk about politics. So in that situation, I feel bad for her.
Again, and we've all had, I mean, I hope, I shouldn't say I hope, I think most people have probably had this experience. I hope you haven't. I know I've had a serving job where I would get so much anxiety because I knew it would be so stressful because it wasn't a well-run business. And I would go into work like high anxiety just walking in the door. So I can't imagine when it's that, you know?
Yeah, and I'm not even making fun of having anxiety for a show.
Right.
I mean, I'm not spilling tea, but just being very honest. I have been on a show where there was a period of time where I did not get along with one of my co-hosts.
Right.
For a period of time. And television is a joy of mine. I dreaded coming to work every day.
Right.
Because I had to deal with person X. Which I will never reveal their name unless I write a book like Katie Couric.
Spills tea.
Or you find me at a bar, and then I'll tell you. And by the way, it's Kendall. Yeah. Next in the dish. Oh, did I? She's right here. Oh, she's here. Oh, crap. Leo, I told you to cut my mic when I start talking about Kendall. Next in the dish, Netflix has struck a deal with Walmart to sell merchandise for some of its shows. That includes the uber-popular Squid Game. Netflix actually created a shopping boutique earlier this year with the partnership with Walmart. It's expected to expand its clientele. Meanwhile, listen to this. Netflix says it's official now. Squid Game from South Korea is its biggest series launch ever and has been viewed by 111 million accounts. Just think about that for a second. 111 million accounts since its debut September 17th. I finished it last night.
Yeah, what do you think?
I loved the ending. Colin, not so much. This was his review. There was I don't even want to say. I loved the ending. Here's what I'll say. I did not see it coming.
Oh.
Whatever happened, I did not see it coming.
Okay.
And I don't know if I want a second season. I think they're queuing it up. I don't know. Sophomore seasons are so hard to do, especially when you're coming off a phenomenon like this, because everybody has sky-high expectations that the creators will never meet. Ever meet. You'll never match our expectations.
And this doesn't give anything away, 'cause I've never seen it, but like everybody dies. So, right? I'm not asking you to confirm or deny, but isn't the show about how they play a game and like, if it ends, it ends?
No, it's about squids, little squids.
Okay.
We're gonna take a break. We'll be back right after this. Little squids playing games with you, playing Connect 4. Squids playing Uno. Beautiful shot there, Eric. Look at that. The best. We're getting into the holiday spirit here on the Old Jason Show, and that means there are a bunch of new scary movies coming up. Like Halloween starts streaming, the new one, Halloween Kills, Friday. Well, one film that's getting a lot of buzz is the Netflix movie, there's someone inside your house. Here's a clip from the trailer.
Look, it's pretty obvious here. You're a good kid. There's a lot of pressure to be perfect. Sometimes it's easier to be ourselves around strangers than our own friends. You had no relationship with Jackson?
No.
The movie is available on the old Netflix. So we needed someone to watch this because the Hallmark Christmas movies aren't out yet. And we found the perfect person waiting at a bus stop. That means it's time once again for 37% of America loves Ted. Ted, I'm sorry your poll numbers went down, but anyway, joining us, 37. Joining us from the headquarters, the control room, is the one and only Ted. Ted, first of all, let me just ask you, speak for the audience, where are you coming from? Are you a scary movie fan in general?
Not really, not really. I can get spooked very easily. So I just like funny stuff. So, you know, but you know, when I go to movie theaters, I usually sit in the front row for scary movies because that adds up the freaky factor.
Okay. So you're not a big fan of the genre?
Correct.
Okay, tell me the plot line. What I mean, obviously the title kind of gives it away, but tell me what it's about.
So there's someone, so it's kind of like I Know What You Did Last Summer meets Scream.
Okay.
So there's someone who's murdering these high school students, and whenever they murder them, they wear a mask that is of the person they're killing. So that's kind of freaky. Like you look at the guy and they're wearing a mask of the person they're about to.
So if you were, let's do a hypothetical, Ted. Let's say you're creeping in my house, you, Ted Johnson, and you're coming at me with a butcher knife. You would be wearing a mask of my face?
Yes. I would, that's what I would be wearing.
Okay.
And they like dig into their past, so I would have all of your embarrassing moments plastered on the wall.
You already have that, don't you, buddy?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, is this your first scary movie that you've watched in your new house? Because Ted's a homeowner now, everyone.
It is, and I had to go through a whole new protocol. I got some more doors, so I had to lock all the doors. I had to make sure no one was in the closets. There was a car outside that was idling for a little while midway through the movie. That kind of freaked me out.
It's the Domino's guy, Ted. That's just the Domino's guy.
My goal was to watch it yesterday afternoon, and then it just sort of got pushed back into the evening. So, yes, it was very freaky.
You're not joking. These movies do make you uncomfortable.
Right. No, yeah. I had to watch Seinfeld for 3 hours after the movie.
Wow. No, I love it. Ted's probably representing half the audience. Okay, tell me about the cast. These kids look like they're 18, 16 years old. What are they like?
I have no idea who any of them are.
Okay.
But they were great.
Oh.
They were great. They were just, they were scary, dramatic, believable. But here's the best thing. We're going to show you a clip here. It had moments of funniness, kind of like, it almost reminded me of like a Fargo movie type style. So take a look.
Seems the killer wore a mask of the victim's face and was intent on exposing intimate information.
Jackson Pace took a knee on the field of life. Hope they're serving Fireball up in paradise, brother.
Now I want to die.
He took a knee on the field of life. I mean, come on.
Okay.
That's drinking Fireball up there. Come on.
Oh, got it. I can't see. The monitor's way over there. You know what that reminds? It's Scream, because Scream, the original, had humor. It was like a dark comedy.
Yep. There were moments where I'm like, I'm scared, but I'm laughing.
Okay, on a scale, let's get some ratings here. On a scale of 1 to 10, there's someone in your house. How scared were you for the movie? 1 to 10.
I'd give it an 8.5. I mean, is there anything freakier than an egg timer? And that started the movie off. Egg timers are freaky.
I'm sorry, what?
An egg timer, those little.
Why are egg timers?
Who has those?
Jeff and Kendall.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't go to Jeff's house.
Yeah, we're never invited though, Ted. Okay, here we go. Now, if you're new to our show, if you're new to Ted, Theodore here reviews movies for us, mainly around the holidays. He does Hallmark movies. So you know how Siskel and Ebert did thumbs up, thumbs down, and some people give stars? No. Ted gives gold crowns. So Ted, director Leo, get ready. Ted, there's someone in your house. How many gold crowns?
You know, I was very impressed by this movie. You know, we didn't have any gazebo scenes or anything like that, so you got to dock some points from there. The certain love scenes, you know, there weren't, you know, the great, the moments that you want out of a Hallmark movie. But then again, we're not watching a Hallmark movie. Leo, roll the video already. Okay.
I was wondering why you were. Oh, there we go. 3.
I'm filibustering over here waiting for the video.
It's like, good Lord, it's like you're Chuck Schumer on the floor trying to wait for Leo to run the video. Is he asleep again, Ted? Can you look over?
I don't know.
Is Director Leo awake?
Wake him up.
He's sleeping again. The great Ted Johnson, everybody. Thank you. There's someone in your house. Is that what it's called? There's someone in your house. Available now on Netflix. Is Leo okay? Yeah, I think he needs a day off. Oh, wait, he's taking one tomorrow. We'll be right back, everyone. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Who knew producer Ted was so scared of the scary movies? I didn't know that.
You were surprised? He likes the Hallmark Channel and The Bachelor.
Oh, that's true. With so much going on today, digging into some hot dish leftovers. That's right. There it is. That's the most awful sound effect ever. The next generation of Superman is causing a stir this week. DC Comics, you probably saw this, revealed the new Superman, John Kent, who's the son of Clark Kent, will come out as bisexual in an upcoming issue of the comic. The writer of the issue says that everyone deserves to see themselves in their heroes. Well, actor Dean Cain, who played Superman in the 90s, bashed the idea, saying it's not brave, but simply jumping on the bandwagon. Dean said making Superman bisexual 20 years ago would have been more brave. I kind of did, you know, I didn't, no. Until, let me tell you, it will continue to be brave, and it will continue to be important to show different folks until the day that there are no homophobic bigots in the world. Then you can tell me that it's not brave. We didn't see, and I'm speaking about, I'm a gay dude, shock, right? But we didn't see heroes or folks on shows or folks in movies basically until the 90s. Just think about that. So I'm sorry, Dean, don't tell us when it's appropriate to start seeing folks that represent us. It's still sadly revolutionary to see superheroes represent our community. So have a seat, my friend, have a seat. Next up, Tim McGraw isn't happy with some fans. The country music star was performing this past weekend in Reno when he got off stage and confronted a few fans who were booing. TMZ has video, look at this, Kendall, of McGraw at the show. There he is. It seems a few fans weren't happy when Tim forgot some of the lyrics. Tim told them if they didn't like his performance, just leave. He did admit that he had been shooting his TV project 1883 for 48 hours straight, so he wasn't at 100%. Okay, as we were discussing in the meeting, right, Kendall, there's a couple ways you can, I would love to just be automatically Team Tim McGraw because it's Tim McGraw. But if I'm paying let's see, here's one way to look at it. If you're paying $200 for a concert ticket, and the performer is admitting to you, bless you, the performer is admitting that he's not 100%, I don't know if I want to hear that, right?
Yeah, I just honestly, and I don't know this, but I can only guess that maybe those people had a few drinks, and you've all been at those kind of concerts where those people are just obnoxious. And I think, like, thank you, just say something. I can't stand that.
And also, everyone is just ready to start a bar fight nowadays.
Right.
You know,
it's
and
just
that's that too. And it just makes me sick. It's just, why are you trying to start a fight with Tim McGraw? You goober. Next up, you ready? Singer Meghan Trainor caused a stir last week when she revealed her bathroom has 2 toilets next to each other, allowing her husband and her to use the toilets at the same time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, last night, we finally got a look at the toilets. Look.
This is a Tonight Show exclusive. You brought a photo of your bathroom.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
This is real. Look at this.
This is real.
All right, so wait, now this is, Meghan, this is a terrible idea. This is a terrible idea. First one, I don't even, well, should I ask, is it rude to ask, whose is whose?
So mine's the fancy one on the right. It like warms your butt. And then the other one on the left is right under the air conditioning, so that's his.
That's so funny. So now are you going to keep this or are you going to change it?
You know how expensive it would be to change that? No, this is the best thing about my house. That's my favorite part of the house.
No, it's legendary. Now you got it.
No. Remember I told you about the British person that wasn't British that I dated?
Yep. Go on.
Do you know why I really broke up with him? Because I broke up before I realized he was fake British.
Do I want to know?
You do.
Okay.
Because he would leave the door open all the time.
Oh.
No. We have a little song in my marriage. This is what we sing. You ready?
I don't know if I want to know.
Keep the mystery alive. That's our little sound. That's our little jingle.
Oh.
You gotta keep the mystery. There's no mystery if you have turlet next to turlet.
You can't tell me she's not rich enough to just put a wall and a little like. If you
She likes it.
It's.
No. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Sing it out every day. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Yam House. They're on tour. Go to their website to see if they're at a city near you. Well, welcome back. When it comes to comfort food, it's hard to beat a big bowl of pasta. Am I right? One local woman is becoming known for her homemade pasta that's almost, wait till you see this, too beautiful to eat. As I say, come back to the TV. Kendall is going to introduce you to the woman behind Cornelius Pasta, offering up pasta delivery via Instagram. Look at this.
One thing that I noticed about your pasta too, it's all really cool. I mean, they're traditional pasta names, but the ingredients, a lot of them are local and they're unexpected. At least I would think that.
Italian pastas are, this pasta is from this region. They grow this there. This cheese comes from there. This wheat is grown there. And I'm trying to do the exact same thing, but in Minnesota. So it is very local and it's not Italian traditional, but it is like a traditional Midwest pasta.
What are some of your favorite combinations that you've come up with? Like there was one with sweet corn. That sounded so good.
Sweet corn and Shepherd's Way Hope. That sold like crazy. That's everyone's favorite. I mean, it's sweet corn season and we're in Minnesota. I work with a lot of really good cheesemakers, and so I get really excited about using their cheeses. And one of my favorites was Alamar cheese with cranberries that I did last year. That was kind of a weird one, but it was really good.
All about the cheese in the Midwest.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it really is. It's awesome.
Pandemic was like a business boomer for you in a way, right? Like,
it was.
People, because they're like, oh, I can't really go out to eat, but I want to support. Wow, this pasta looks really good.
Yeah, and you can make it at your house, and people, had more time to cook their own meals. I delivered it, no contact. I still do, no contact, and so it worked out great for all parties involved, I'm pretty sure.
And this is all just you. Like, you're the one-woman show. That's also why it sells out.
I wish I could make more, but yeah, that is why it sells out, because I can only make so much.
If you need help with recipe development, will you just let me know?
Absolutely.
I'm happy to be of assistance. This one's good. This one's also good.
We're gonna start out with a ravioli, which is a pretty simple shape to make that.
What kind of cheese is this?
This is a 3-cheese bun. So this has mozzarella, ricotta, and Parmesan. It's heavy on the fresh mozz though, so it gets nice and melty. This is how I kind of start doing it. If you fold this in half, then you can see where your 2 rows are gonna be.
Oh.
And then we just go along. And the thing about it is, it doesn't have to look
pretty.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think people think that I try to be a terrible cook, but it's just natural. It comes naturally to me. Okay.
No matter how they look, they're gonna end up being ravioli.
They're gonna taste delicious.
Exactly. So now you want the pasta to stick together, and so I spritz it with, this is just water.
Less messy.
Yeah. Now we're just gonna flip this over to the center of the pasta.
It's gonna taste the same. Just people might not buy my pasta. It's not as grammable.
So you just take your fingers and you kind of press along the pasta. Basically, we're getting the air pockets out. If you have too much air in your pasta, it will expand and it could just explode them.
Explosive pasta.
Dramatically explode your pasta. No, it wouldn't be dramatic. It would just
It'd be very
it would just
Italian.
get filling all in your water. Now we're gonna take our cutter and go along this side and then do the same thing on this side.
Oops. I might have hit some cheese. It's fine, right?
It's fine. It's your first one. Like you can't expect it to be perfect.
I may have taken a pasta making class in Italy on my honeymoon, but...
Did you really?
I did. I'm certified. I have a certificate.
What?
That they just
Man,
give you when you leave.
You should be showing me some stuff. I've never been. That's
there
on
was a lot of wine.
beautiful ravioli. It's a real crowd pleaser.
Are you comparing ours? Is that what you just did right there? It's pretty good. My first time. Thanks.
She's certified, everybody.
Hello.
Kendall's here. That is this. I want the sweet corn immediately.
I know. Everything that she puts out there, I'm immediately like, oh, how did you come up with that? That sounds delicious. And it is delicious. We made a couple different kinds with her, and you can't sell it because I was making it.
Yeah.
So we got to have some of it, Eric and I, and it was so
good. You can, to find out more information, search for Cornelius Pasta on Instagram, or just search for him on the Google and give him a follow. We're going to take a break. What's in the surprise goodbye? You're going to find out in just a few minutes. Back in a moment. That's so good. Welcome back, my friends. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Are you ready? We're ready. It is time for the world's shortest segment. Roll it, Leo. That's right. For the premiere. Makes me laugh every day. For the premiere of the new Halloween movie, it was last night. What do you think Jamie Lee Curtis wore? Look at this. This is what she wore. An outfit honoring her mom, the legend Janet Leigh, by wearing an outfit like her mom wore in the Hitchcock classic Psycho. She even carried a bloody shower curtain. Halloween Kills hits Peacock and theaters on Friday. We'll be back with the surprise goodbye when we return. So, we never know what it's going to be until right now. What is going to be in the surprise goodbye? Okay, here we go. Today's surprise is something that aired on our show 4 years ago today when my radio wife, Alexis Thompson, and I fed the stingrays at the Minnesota Zoo. Look at this. Oh, my goodness! Holy crap! What the hell is that? Is that Moby Dick in there? What is that?
Okay. Oh my God, how cool!
Reach down and just.
Oh my gosh!
So that is part of the largest charity event that my radio station does every year called Project Down and Dirty. And that year, we worked at the Minnesota Zoo. This year, we're running construction equipment.
No, you're not.
Yes.
Someone's letting you do that?
Yes, hey, I didn't need that. Tomorrow on the show, Sheila E. will join us live to talk about a new show that she's appearing in, and the Cooking Mom returns in studio with fall recipes. That and more tomorrow, but right now, if you're a kid watching, go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Come on, Kendall, we're out of here. Have a great day. We're going to go up to Mim's office.